Peace to you all. This is Omar Abdul Malik, physician, associate health educator, distance runner, among other things. So, as we approach the end of 2021, which is crazy because I just got through talking about setting goals for 2021, and now here it is, just a couple of weeks from 2022 by the Gregorian calendar. I want to talk to you guys about making excuses for not reaching your goals. So I'm giving myself this assignment, and if you'd like to join me, it's fine. If not, that's cool too. I'm going to write down the goals that I had in 2021. I can go back to my journal and see which one of them I accomplished the least. If it was making more money, that was a quantifier, or a qualifier rather, and I didn't really quantify it, like how much more money, $10,000 more, $20,000 more, 20% more, 50% more, and if I didn't accomplish that, what are some of the things that I did or didn't do that sabotaged me, or things that were under my control? And that's really, I guess, the topic of my video, which is, what's going to be your excuse for 2022? We have a lot of stuff going on, social stuff. Races are blaming each other. I can't accomplish this because of those people, or this skin color. Well, I can't accomplish that because of those people of this color, or this ethnicity, or this religious belief, or this ideology. Different political groups are blaming each other. The left, the right, the Republicans, the Democrats. The independents like, what about us? But it's really the blame game. I say this as a black man. I can come up with 20 excuses right away why I haven't accomplished certain goals I have. Oh, it's the white man, it's the system of racist ideology, which may be true to a certain extent. But how much of that, what percentage of that is actually stopping me, I'll never know. But I can be sure that 95% of the problems that I've had in my life have been due to me. I look in the mirror and I say, look, you're the cause of your problems. You didn't get into a certain program, or you didn't make a certain amount of money. You can't always control your risk or your provisions and money. But you don't have to waste. I've been wasteful in many ways. I've had opportunities where people have wanted to work with me. They're like, look, here's some money. We'll pay for this. And I haven't followed up on it. Oh, this happened, that happened, my job, blah, blah, blah. Made a bunch of excuses. And it's my fault. I look at this kind of victimization hood and, blame game. And there is a lot, there's a lot of cause that certain people and groups of people can legitimately point at and say, well, this stopped me, or this was done to me or my people. But on the same token, no pun intended, on the same token, how much of that is due to you? That's a rhetorical question. And I say this as somebody who's been a clinician for many years. And one of the things I do is try to encourage people to live a healthy lifestyle. Hence setting an example by running and walking. I've had brothers, black guys I'm talking to, and one I remember I was talking to about smoking. He'd come into my office, coughing and gagging. Man, what are you going to give me for this cough? I said, bro, I watched you smoke 2 whole cigarettes. In the lobby, I used to have this office that was over the front door. of this medical facility, this clinic where I worked, and I could see everybody and hear them. So nobody would really respect. I think you're supposed to be 10 feet away from the front door or something. I smoke right by the door, and I hear them fussing and cussing about life issues. Good morning. How are you? Thank you. And one of the things that many people do to deal with their life stressors is smoke cigarettes. And you get a nicotine addiction. This guy be smoking. So I prescribed, the whole battery of stuff. Nicorette gum, the patch, Nicoderm patch, and there was another one, Chantix. That was the name of the drug. And in Chantix, the person's got to show some willingness to quit by themselves. So I probably prescribed it for this guy. He came in and he said, I'm coughing, been having this cough. I said, well, listen, you have to stop smoking. The smoking's not helping you. You got COPD. He said, well, he came in, a few weeks later for a follow-up visit. And I said, well, how's the smoking going? He said, oh, I'm still doing it. Like a pack a day. I said, well, why? He said, well, my partner's still smoking, so I can't quit. So his excuse was that his partner was still smoking, so he couldn't quit. You're a grown man. And I had somebody else, morbidly obese, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, poorly controlled at that, losing his vision, all sorts of neuropathy. And I said, look, wasn't that much older than me. I said, look, bro, you got to get yourself together, man. You came to me for help. I mean, I can only help you as much as you're willing to help yourself. So another same thing, follow-up evaluation. I said, okay, so how's it going? Oh, man, my wife, she's not cooking the right things. Oh, my wife's not supporting me. Blah, blah, blah. I said, well, what do I exercise? I don't have time for that. So everybody's got time for some exercise. If you can watch television and stand around chit-chatting, you got time for exercise. Somebody was asking me not to do running videos. I said, first of all, it's my channel. Watch somebody else's channel. And secondly, this is what I do as I'm exercising. I don't want to make time to sit and do a whole separate video in an office or something. So you can take it or leave it. It's up to you. But that's how my point is that when people don't accomplish their goals, they gotta look at themselves. I gotta look at myself, man. I can blame COVID-19. I can do the mandates, all this stuff, and blame. But I gotta look at me. 2022, I'll be 54. That sounds very old to me. My ears aren't used to hearing that age associated with it. But time keeps marching on. The older I get, the faster it seems to go by. See, I don't have a lot of time to fool around. And you can waste time by blaming other people. If you look at yourself and say, well, how come my situation hasn't changed? And you're doing this, that guy, that system, this person, those groups of people. You're gonna be stuck. Part of what I did in mental health was couples counseling. And the couples were always blaming each other. It didn't matter who they were. LGBTQIA, it didn't matter what their orientation was. Even the religions. You think Islam would cure everything, right? That's because they need Islam. Muslim couples cursing each other out, talking bad about each other. I hated that. I'm no Dr. Phil. But, I always had something to blame about the other person. There's nothing wrong with you. I got my problems, but I'm saying him, he does this. He doesn't do this. I got my problems, but she doesn't do this. She doesn't do that. So let 2022 be the year in which you at least stop doing that to some degree. And so in 2023, which will be here in 13 months, if I'm still around, Lord willing, inshallah, you know, have a different story about yourself. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Subscribe if you feel like it. If you don't, there's much better YouTube channels talking about PA school and health education and all that good stuff. All right, take care. Peace.